What's going on, everyone? Thanks for dropping in. Today, we are taking a look at some of my favorite gear, $50 to $100 on Amazon right now. There's a ton of sales going on. Everyone knows that. Everyone's aware there's a bunch of sales going on. But I wanted to hone in on some of the really good deals. A lot of the stuff, I think every item except maybe one, I personally use, have tested, and really find good value in. I want to kick it off with an amazing deal on a folding knife. The Vosteed Raccoon coming in under $50 right now. It's usually hanging around $55 to $60. To pick it up at $47, $48 for 14C 28N. A proven good steel, and Vosteed does a good job with the 14C. To pick this knife up under 50 bucks, micarta 14C, great build quality. You have a deep carry clip that's going to be reversible for lefties. Huge fan of this knife. I have several of them, and it's hard to beat. If you haven't checked one of those out and you're looking for a high value folding knife, the Vosteed Raccoon is going to be hard to beat. Now, I will have all this stuff linked down below at the best current price. Now, for an EDC flashlight, I look for a couple of things, and I want longevity out of the light itself, durability. Something, most lights are going to be bright enough for EDC, especially in this day and age. Most flashlights are going to be plenty bright. How long is the light going to last me, though? Durability. And the Trustfire Mini X3 has a ton of value going for it. Coming in at 64 bucks. This thing has a aux light on the face. You also have your main light that goes up to 1050 lumens. You also have a green laser and UV light built into this thing, all operated by the side switch and a push button. I'm a huge fan of this light. There's a bunch of different colors you can pick from. Big fan. This has a ton of value going for it, and I think it's a hidden gem amongst EDC flashlights. It's a really good size as well. It is an internal rechargeable battery, USB-C. I know everyone's not the biggest fan of those, but you should have at least one in your storage, just because the ability to recharge is, you can't replace that. If for some reason you can't find batteries, you have the ability and a charger and a cord, you can charge them up. And it's a huge deal to have versatility. Don't limit yourself to just this or that. Have a nice wide catalog of stuff. That way, if you can't, if you need something, you got to have it. You have options at your disposal. Now, if you need an around the house flashlight, around the property, Chloris, I've recently just found them. I thought they were a newer company. They've actually been around for going on 15 years. I think 14 or something like that. They've been around for quite a while, and I wasn't aware of that, so that's my fault. But Chloris, I wondered how they were so refined right away, being a new company. But here, they're not a new company. The Chloris XT11 GT here, they also have another one that is 4400 lumen output. That's going to be quite a bit more. But this one coming in at around $70, down from $90 is the full retail for this thing. It's an absolute beast. It does come with a Velcro nylon pouch, belt loop style, USB-C rechargeable. You can also charge the battery in a battery charger. Now, this flashlight's really cool. You have an automatic button to turbo, but then you have those 3 dots there. That's a tab that once you go straight to turbo, you can adjust from there and change the lumen mode that you are currently on. Big fan of this light if you're looking for around the house, around the property type of flashlight. Now, moving on to a pen. I'm a huge fan of the Big Idea Design Tie Pocket Pro. I've bought in 2 of them. I know $80 sounds like a lot. It is a lot for a pen, but if you're looking for a premium quality pen that's going to last you forever and is going to be very versatile, this is the one. This can take 100+ different refills. I have two. One that I can make, one I made as small as about as possible, and then the other one about as large as possible. And then, because I love the pen, but then I have the ability to put it in my pocket. It's not going to be too long or, bulky. Some pens get a little long or a little heavy. This, you have the ability to make nice and short, or kind of wherever you prefer, because you can make it pretty small, but you can also make it pretty tall as well. And Big Idea Design has been around for quite some time now at this point, a very innovative company. They've been around. Most people have heard of them. I've featured a lot of their gear, and they do a phenomenal job over there at innovating. Their pens are amazing. Now, this is an awesome deal right here. I know it's a little bit more than an Anker 10,000 milliamp hour, but it's like I said, if you want reliability, you can go with Anker. But if you want the best power bank, go with Nitecore. And their NB 10,000 is under 50 right now. I think these are usually right at 60. I think that's usually what you're going to pay. Maybe you might get a little discount here and there. But to pick this up, it's made out of carbon fiber. It's extremely lightweight. You're getting a true 10,000 milliamp hours out of this battery. Nitecore makes awesome flashlights, but their battery banks are the top of the line, in my opinion. I'm actually in talks with them about what all goes into their battery banks. I'm testing out their 20,000 right now, and for a 20,000, in comparison to what other 20s are out there, and same with the 10,000 here, they're just so much better, and they charge up quickly. They charge up your device quickly. Big fan of the Nitecore series of battery banks, and there's been several people who have picked them up off my recommendation and have been very happy with them. So I think if you're looking for a high quality one and done battery bank, you shouldn't be done at one. You should have a couple. But to have one premium one that you can rely on, that Nitecore is the one I would look up. Now, this is another insane deal, guys and gals. The Kaiser Smolt, typically in 3V, it's going to come in at 70. That's what they come in at. I don't think I've ever seen them below 70. Could be wrong, but right now it don't matter. They're coming in at $58. You're going to get 3V, micarta, a micarta handle, full tang. You're going to get a nice pancake style Kydex sheath, and you're going to get that textile lock with it, which I would recommend getting scout straps or an Alti clip or something of that nature. But even if you go snag an Alti clip or scout straps in combination with this, you're going to be right around the price that you would have paid full price for this for. So if you can pick this up and a set, an Alti clip or a set of straps for $70, that is an absolute screaming deal. I'll link the scout straps and the Alti clips down below as well underneath this. That way, if you want to check them out, you can. But this is a screaming good deal if you're looking for an EDC fixed blade, no doubt about it. Now, I want to move to the trench lighter here. We talked about a budget trench lighter in the last video under $50. This is my go-to brand for trench lighters. Douglas Field lighters have been around for a long time. I have one similar to this. Mine's a exclusive edition aluminum, but they have some aluminum ones, but there's only a couple left, so I didn't want to put those here. But they have a bunch of the stainless steel versions, and the stainless is just a little bit heavier than the aluminum, but it's going to be very well built. I've shown mine many times on the channel, and at $70, they're not on sale, no, but this is an item that comes in under $100. If if you're looking for premium EDC quality and you're looking to be different than most people aren't going to have a trench lighter. At least in my area, it's either a regular old Bic lighter or a Zippo, and that's usually the case, I would say, in most places. If you pull this thing out, it's definitely going to draw some eyes. Very premium quality from Japan. In my opinion, some of the best trench lighters, some of the best lighters you can get in the game. Now, I cheated a little bit because I wanted to bring this one to your guys' attention. I believe they're going to be done making these, or they are done, I believe. I have the P2, absolutely love it. The P4 right now is coming in just over $100 at 105. So this is a deal I wanted to bring to your attention. I know it's a couple bucks over 100, but that's a screaming good deal if you're looking for a premium multi-tool. We talked about the Gen R from Rock Tool in the previous video. That is my under $50 multi-tool of the year. But the P4 and P2 are amazing, and if you can pick up the P4 for right at $100, that's a very, very solid deal. Now, to wallets. In the previous video, if you haven't seen the under 50, that's a good one. I recommend going and checking that one out as well. I'll try to link it down below in the description or put it up in a card. But we checked out a Trayvax wallet coming in around $45. But Trayvax and Extra are pretty much my two favorite wallet companies at this point in non-leather wallets. Extra has a wide catalog and they're very good quality. They also make a card that you can put in your wallet that will sync to your phone, and it's basically a tracking device for your wallet. You can buy it and put it in whatever, but it's made to go in your wallet, and download an app and you can track your wallet wherever you go. They call it their tracker card, I believe. But I've been testing this wallet out for quite a little while now, and they have some cheaper ones, their last versions, for like right around $50, I believe, or 45. So that would also be worth looking at. But if you want the latest and greatest from Extra, this aluminum card holder wallet is awesome. You have some space for extra cards here, and on the flip side, you have a spot for folded up bills into quarters there. And then, as it says there, it'll hold 6 cards and then 6 cards in the back. So 10 to 12 cards plus some cash, and that is plenty. It's a nice, minimal, small package, and a lot of people really enjoy that with their wallet. I know I initially carried a trifold or a bifold, like many, and then I tried out a slim wallet, and I was like, man, this ain't gonna work. I just have too much in my wallet. And then I started to go through it and realize, man, I don't need to carry this with me. I don't need to carry this with me. This can stay in my truck, because I'm only going to go here in my truck and use that card or whatever. You just find out you're carrying so much extra crap with you that you just don't need. And that's what these minimal wallets and stuff like that really aid you in. Now, if you're looking for a premium utility knife, Exceed Designs is the one I would go with. I'm a huge fan of Exceed Designs. I have their new V3 right here. This is a knurled titanium version, so a little bit different than the one on your screen, and these come in a little bit over 100, so that's why I didn't put this exact one in there. But you can pick up a new V3. They're not on sale, but they are in stock, and they're ready to go and will get to you before Christmas, which usually with Exceed Designs and the Razor V3 here, usually these are backed up like a couple of weeks at minimum. So to order this today or tomorrow and it ship within 2 to 3 days, that is awesome. So you get it before Christmas. Full titanium handle, titanium pocket clip. It's also got a lanyard at the butt end of it. Quick, easy change on the blade, and it has great flipper action. They are using their own locking mechanism internally there. I can't for the life of me remember what it's called, but should we try to look? It's their own locking system. Can't remember what it's called, but either which way, it's very reliable, very resilient, and it's going to take a ton of different blades. Exceed Designs is an awesome company. Highly recommend going and checking out what they have, because they have folding knives. They got these premium utility knives, quite a catalog. I'd pick this up before I spent the money on like a big idea design. Their style of utility knife. I have one. I paid $85 for it, I think. I like it. It's small and minimal, lightweight, but this is better, in my opinion. Totally different, but before I spent 85 on that, I would spend 85 on this one, no question. One of the best deals on a pocket knife right now is going to be the Cold Steel Recon. You're going to get Cold Steel's S35. You're going to get the Triad Lock, really well done G10. You're going to get the Cold Steel Minimal Slim clip, which is the clip I prefer over like the AD10 style. But you're going to get this at $88. The full retail is $177. Typically, you don't ever see them there, but you do typically see these like $120, $130. It's no surprise to see these over $100. And to pick one up at $88, you're going to be getting a do-it-all folding pocket knife with this one. Demco's Triad Lock, Cold Steel's build quality, and their S35 is not to be messed with. Now we're going to get into some gear stuff here. If you're looking for a premium backpack, I've had quite a few people reach out and ask me about backpacks that they can put gear in, that they could use as an EDC bag or a bag that they keep in their vehicle that's not going to attract much attention, right? Something that's going to fit in most places. And this is a little bit more expensive, coming in at $93. But this North Face backpack is going to be very high quality. North Face is, some of the best in the game. And to fit in any place, I think this really fits the bill for that gray man look. You're going to be able to fit quite a bit of gear in here, and there's a decent amount of organization. You're going to have very comfortable straps and a very comfortable backing to carry this. You got the chest and waist strap with it. Like I said, it's going to be very spacious and good organization, and it just looks clean. You look like a student, or something of that nature. So I really like this one. There are other options, of course, out there, but some of them go well beyond this price, and I think North Face kind of fits in any area, and is not going to draw attention, to you. So really like that one for one option. Now, I bought one of these right before Blade Show, and whenever I'm wearing pants that, have belt loops, I've been wearing this belt. I have a full video setting this belt up, how I have it. I'm going to be doing a follow-up one because I've changed some things, but the Wazoo Cash Belt is awesome. It gives you the ability to store things inside the belt. We can look here, and we won't play the video, but around the entire belt, you can put stuff, stuff that just emergency stuff. You could put cash in there, all kinds of stuff, little zip ties, whatever you think you might need, emergency supplies, whatever it might be. And I have done the same thing, little odds and ends, a whistle, a little button compass, some cash, just water purification tablets, just stuff that would be nice to have if you have nothing, right? And if you have this belt on, you have a really high quality USA made belt coming from a fantastic company like Wazoo. That buckle is awesome and very adjustable. Not on sale, but at $75, You can try it before you buy if you want, and they have different colors, I believe. Yeah, I went with the Coyote Brown, but awesome belt and very versatile as well. I've told you guys in the past, I like versatility. So, more gear. I think everyone should have a NOAA based emergency weather radio. That way, you have the ability, if stuff goes out, whether it's just a 1 day emergency, powers out, or if it's a 1 week or a 1 month or an extended emergency, having something like this so you can listen in and know what's going on in various places. I highly recommend having some form of an emergency radio. This is going to be like the best of the mini emergency radios. I have a couple of them. I keep one in my truck, I keep one in the house, and then I keep one out here. I'm switching out here to a walkie-talkie from Baofeng because it'll pick up the NOAA frequencies as well. And that's another topic for another day. I think a Baofeng would also fit the bill here. You could pick up a couple of them for $70, but having a dependable emergency radio like this, where it takes batteries, it charges via solar, and it has a crank in it, plus you can use it as like a backup power bank. If you have the ability to crank, you're going to have the ability to get this thing power. So it's not only good for the radio, it's good for other functions. Plus, you can listen to the regular radio and all that sort of thing. Moving on to pants. If anyone out there is like me, I was on a quest to find some decent pants that had extra pockets, and a lot of the stuff I found was just more than I really wanted to pay. And then I stumbled on this CQR company, and I have 3 pairs of their pants, and I have this pair up right now on your screen because I'm going to be picking these up. This exact color right here. These are more for winter. They have lighter weight pants for like summer months and warmer weather, right? So I have a couple pairs of those, but I want to pick up a pair of their winter style pants. These have a thermal, these have a fleece line in them. So they're going to keep you naturally warmer than just their basic pants. I forget what they're lined with for their lightweight pants, but they are lighter weight pants for the summer. They're comfortable and very nice, and these seem to rate very well. Also, some of the 511 and some of them other pants, they get a little pricey. And to get these under 60, I think that's a solid deal. They have a ton of different colors you can pick from, bunch of different pockets. Big fan of these CQR pants, and I've had the one pair for over a year, and they seem to be holding up very well. I bought another pair right before Blade Show, so about 6 months for those ones, and they're holding up very well. And one last thing, this thing didn't used to be $120. You used to be able to pick this up all day for $100. I have one, but I wanted to bring it out for someone who might be, I know it's over 100, that's why it's last. But this Kaviso cash display case, and then you can build tiers to it. They sell another part that's a drawer that goes underneath of this. They stack, and it's a drawer that you pull out and has a ton of organization. I have the top like you see here, and then I have 2 of the drawers underneath of it. So mine's a 3-tier. All bought at separate times, of course. And I have a couple other cases full of knives as well. But this would be great if, you want something for in the bedroom to keep your high quality stuff organized, and you can take these watch things out and put little gear in there, spot for your pens and wallet. This tray up top here comes off, and you can have storage underneath there. Mine is filled with knives pretty much, and then like little odds and ends on these squares here. But the rest of it's filled with knives, my high quality knives, my premium knives, if you will. But the ability to stack onto this thing is equally awesome. I think the drawers are cheaper. I don't know if we can stumble across them or not. No. But I will link Cavisa. I'll link this and Caviso's website down in the description as well. And that's a system where you can get this, fill this out, then you can order a drawer, stack it, fill that up, which if you stack them right in the drawer, you can fit a bunch of knives, let me tell you. So it'll take you a little bit to fill up the drawer levels. That'll wrap this one up, though, everyone. I hope that you saw something that you needed and found a better deal on. Whatever it is, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think. Let me know what was your favorite item from today's list. I know one or two of the items went over, but felt like they needed to be shown. I'm going to be doing another video on my most used gear from the entire year, just like this. So stay tuned. And if you're not already, make sure you're subscribed. I release daily knife and EDC content every single day. I release videos sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. So if you like knives and EDC, this is the spot for you, no question about it. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for watching. I will catch you on the next one.